Resilient Ralph rocks at recess. See if you can find the sloth hiding in the story. Ralph is a resilient rhino in Mr. Ronald's class. He likes radishes, rocks, and roly-poly bugs. Ralph's favorite thing to do at school is recess, of course. Ralph loves to run and play and see his friends. He's working on his best friendshipping skills at recess. Can you help him? Ralph and his friends get to do 3 recesses during the day. He knows he's pretty lucky to have so many chances to play. There are lots of things to do and friends to play with. At first recess, Ralph is ready to choose. He decides to choose between something to do or someone to play with. Help Ralph choose. Play his favorite activity or play with a favorite friend. Let's try this one. Today, Ralph chooses to play with his rocks and look for roly-poly bugs. He has a blast by himself. He knows that sometimes it's okay to just play by yourself. Maybe he'll choose friends next time. Let's see what happens next. Let's try this one. Today, Ralph decides he wants to play with some friends. He goes outside and looks around. Ralph sees some of his friends playing with their trading cards. He loves trading cards. He also likes his friends, so he thinks that's a great choice. Ralph and his friends have an awesome time at recess. He knows that spending time with friends is a way to show you care about each other. Ralph makes a choice to play by himself or with friends. At second recess, Ralph chooses to play with friends on the play structure. His friends want to play race car drivers. He doesn't really want to play that. Help Ralph choose. Leave the group and go play something else, or stay with his group and play what they want to play. Let's try this one. Ralph knows that sometimes he can play something he doesn't want to show he's a good friend, but today's not that day. He tells his friends, "Hey, thanks anyway, but I'm going to go to swings today. See you later." His friends say, "See ya," and Ralph runs off to the swings. He was polite, so he knows his friends will be there another time for him. Let's see what happens next. Let's try this one. Ralph doesn't want to play race cars today, but he knows that sometimes it's good to play something you don't want to show you're a good friend. Ralph plays race cars with his friends and actually has a pretty good time. I mean, not as good as looking for roly-poly bugs, but it was all right, and his friends are super happy. Ralph is a flexible thinker and can play or not play what his friends want on different days. Then for third recess, Ralph wants to play wall ball. Ah, there's a game going on. Woohoo! Let's see what happens when Ralph wins the game or Ralph loses the game. Let's try this one. Ralph wins the first game. Amazing! Inside, he wants to cheer and gloat, but he knows that would make his friends feel bad. Ralph shows calm on the outside and says, "Hey, that was fun. Let's start again." His friends feel awesome and are ready to play again. Let's see what happens next. Let's try this one. Ralph loses the next game, dang it! And oof, inside he feels a little explosion grumbling. Losing is the worst. He wants to keep his friends having good thoughts, so he takes a deep breath. He reminds himself that his friends are more important than winning. He steps aside for a minute until he feels calm again. Ready to go. Ralph is a good sport, whether he wins or loses. Ralph is a resilient rhino who rocks at recess, just like his rocks. He makes a good choice each time, is a flexible thinker, and a good sport. That way, his friends have really good thoughts about him, and they play and play and play each day. Ralph is a recess rock star. Here are some hidden rules for playing at recess.